Sir? Sir?
Yeah.
Sir, তখন ওইটা 20 healthy people ছিল আর 50 unhealthy people ছিল, right?
Number of unhealthy people is always 50.
So এবার আমি যদি
And all of them are buying policy.
হ্যাঁ, so then the thing is instead the left hand side of the equation will be I guess 50 plus 20, so 70p.
Yes.
Right hand side 10% of 20, I guess that is 2.
Yes.
2 into 1000, that is so 2000 for healthy people, and for unhealthy people it was I guess 2 lakh.
Yeah.
So 2,20,000. So the equation stands 70p is equal to 2,20,000. So 2,20,000 divided by 70 korla, I guess
Whatever comes.
38 something.
Something like that. So basically what is happening is, as the healthy people are leaving the market, the premium is increasing. Now, in the first stage, it was 2,500. Then it becomes 2,875. Now it is 3,000 plus. Okay. So if the premium increases, it is becoming less attractive for healthy people. And so progressively, these people will leave the market. Okay.
But sir, ওদেরকে তো ইনসেনটিভ নিশ্চয়ই দেওয়া হবে, মানে as far মানে আমি যতটুকু জানি, ধরুন মানে ধরুন একজন কেউ সিক হচ্ছে না, বাট মানে জাস্ট টু এরকম ভাবে পয়সা, মানে ওর তো ইনসেনটিভটা চলে যাচ্ছে টু স্টে হেলদি ইফ হি ইজ গেটিং the মানে reimbursement at every now and then his incentive to stay healthy is decreasing and he's not going to মানে ইচ্ছা করে ও মানে হয়তো সিক হতেই পারে। তো এখন
no, there are two issues over here. What you're talking about now is moral hazard. Why?
Because it's
this is post contract.
Contract, yeah, right.
আপনি আমাকে বোঝাচ্ছিলেন।
হ্যাঁ,
ওই ESS ডট পে স্লিপ।
আচ্ছা, একটু সাউন্ডটা মিউট করে দেবে প্লিজ।
হ্যাঁ, তারপরে
Let me see, this was okay. See, what happens is what is the income of the insurance company? It is number of persons who are purchasing the policy into the premium, okay, which is P, right? And what is the cost or expenses of the company? It is number of claims. Claims means how many people fall ill, how many people out of the policy holders, into the reimbursal amount. I'm sure that Riddhi and Shinjini will laughing at these, but anyway, it's just a basic model. So we assume that there's no profit, so income equal to expenses. Okay. So we can use this equation to solve for P, right? Okay. Now over here, over here,
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah.
yeah, we have got 50 persons of either group. So total is 100. So therefore it is 100 into premium, 100p. This is the income. Achha. What is the cost? There are 50 people who are healthy, 10%, that is 5. 5 fall ill. So 5 into 10,000. Unhealthy, you have 50 and 40% fall ill. So that will be 20. Okay. So this 50,000 and 2 lakhs. The total expenses is 2,50,000. And solving this, we get a premium amount 2,500. Clear? ঠিক আছে তো? আচ্ছা। Now, the healthy people may feel in this way that I'm going to, on an average, I'm going to fall ill once in 10 years. Okay. So I have to pay the premium for 10 years. So I'm paying 1 lakh and I'll get back only 10,000. So I'm losing 90,000. And so they will decide it's not really worthwhile to renew the policy. So suppose 20 people decide that, okay, I'm not going to renew the policy, and 30 healthy people remain and renew the policy. So how many people are purchasing the policy? 50 unhealthy plus 30 healthy. So it is 80p. Now the number of unhealthy people have not changed. So in the cost part, this will be 2 lakhs. In case of the healthy, you have got only 30 people. So you have to reimburse 10%. How many are falling ill? 10% of this 30. So only 3%, 3 people will fall ill. You'll reimburse 30,000.
What would the 10% thing? I did not get. Why are only 10% falling in?
Sorry, what did you ask?
Okay. So the rate of falling, like, no, how did you get the 10%? Where is the 10%
The
coming from?
10% is given over here. Okay.
Yeah, so unhealthy people, it says the ratio is 40%, but we are considering 20 people out of 80.
No, healthy people. See, this was initially it was 50. Now it is 30. Right. And this is always 50.
Yeah, that part I got it. But like, if we are considering 10% for healthy people, why aren't we considering the 40% for unhealthy people?
See, out of the unhealthy persons, all of them will renew the premium. So we will always take the 50. This number is always constant. Yes.
Then what is the use of the 40%, data? The fact it's given that 40%.
No, how many are falling ill? I know that 50 people have purchased the premium. Okay. But how many of them will fall ill? কাদেরকে প্রিমিয়াম ওই রিম্বার্সালটা করতে হবে যদি এটা না থাকে এবার বলো কতজনকে রিম্বার্স করবে
আচ্ছা 40% of the 50 people.
Yeah. Now here 10% are falling ill. ঠিক আছে? So initially it was 50. All 50 had purchased insurance. So it is 5. You have to pay reimbursal to only 5. Now it is 30 in the second period. 20 people don't renew their premium. It's now 30. Out of 30, how many people fall ill? 10%, which is 3.
Yeah.
ঠিক আছে? So you'll reimburse only those policy holders who fall ill.
Yeah.
You have to fall ill and you have to be a policy holder.
Right.
So actually over here 5 people are falling ill, but out of them 2 people have not purchased policies. So you don't have to reimburse them.
Right.
You have to reimburse only out of this.
Right.
Okay. So this is 2 lakhs, 20 unhealthy people into 10,000. And this is 3 healthy people who fall ill into 10,000.
Right.
So solving, we get 2875. So the policy or the cost of policy premium, that has gone up. Right. So in the first period, when the price of policy was 2,500, it was not attractive to healthy people. Now, if you increase the premium, what will happen? It will be even less attractive.
Right.
So again, some people, some healthy people will leave the market. They will not renew the policy.
Right.
So the number, this 30, will now become 20. And you can calculate and you'll find that the premium now will be 3,000 plus. Okay.
Right.
So in that case, again, some people will leave the market.
So the price of the premium is just how much the cost of money the insurance company will incur divided by the number of people purchasing. Like
Yeah.
that is it.
Exactly.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so what is going to happen if you recall in the market for lemons, we said volume of trade will decline. Here, what do we mean by volume of trade? Number of people who are purchasing insurance. So in the first period, 100 people purchased insurance. In the second period, only 80 people purchased insurance. In the third, 70 people purchased insurance. So the volume of trade is constantly declining, right? The second prediction was lemons will drive out oranges. So who are the lemons? It is the unhealthy persons. Oranges are the healthy persons. So initially, what was the ratio? It was 50% each, half, right? In the second stage, what is the proportion? The proportion of lemons goes up. It is now 30 by 80. That is the proportion of healthy persons. In the next stage, it is 20 by 70. So you can see the proportion of oranges. So oranges by oranges plus lemons. This proportion will go up constantly, right? And ultimately what will happen? If the number of oranges goes down continuously, what is the limiting case? When will the process stop? When number of oranges is 0. So the number of healthy people who are purchasing insurance is 0. Only the unhealthy people are buying insurance. Clear? And you can find out what is the premium in that case. It will be very high. Okay. Now, as
স্যার
হ্যাঁ বলো
বলছি ওটা করে দেখলাম 3000 প্লাস তো এলো না
কত আসছে?
হ্যাঁ 3000 প্লাসই তো আসছে।
ও আসছে তো
হ্যাঁ,
স্যার ইকুয়েশনটা একটু বলুন তো।
তোমার হবে
2,20,000 divided by
2,20,000
70.
by 70.
হ্যাঁ তাই তো।
হ্যাঁ 2,20,000 তো।
তিন কি করে আসে? তিন তো হচ্ছে না।
কেন হচ্ছে না? 2,20,000 by 70. আচ্ছা একটা জিরো কেটে দাও, কত হচ্ছে এটা? 3 হচ্ছে,
আর
তাই না?
7কে 20 দিয়ে ভাগ করে 3 কি করে হয়?
7কে 20 দিয়ে কেন ভাগ করবো? এইটাকে ভাগ করো, যেটা আমি লিখেছি ওটা দেখো, এইখানটা দেখো।
7 3s are 21 and it's 22 here.
ও ঠিক আছে ঠিক আছে ভুল করেছিলাম। ঠিক আছে হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে ভুল করেছি।
I think Vasundhara was pointing out that the person can, after he purchases the insurance, he can decide that, okay, if I'm going to get reimbursed, and I can get reimbursed every year also. So what I can do is, I can just do whatever I like. If I fall ill, even if it is not serious, I can seek treatment. And I don't have to bear any expense. Okay. This is moral hazard. So the insurance market can help us to distinguish between adverse selection and moral hazard. See the example that we had discussed. What is the volume of trade? What is whether the good customers will remain or whether the bad customers will remain? That is pre-contract before you're purchasing the insurance. So information asymmetry leads to adverse selection, which reduces volume of trade. After the contract is signed, that is, people purchase insurance. Whether you're healthy or not, you know that if you fall ill, there'll be no cost of hospitalization. So you will not take your medicine properly, you will not exercise, you will not follow advice of doctors. Even if you fall ill, you will go for treatment. Right? So this is moral hazard. It occurs after the contract is signed. So before contract, adverse selection, whether you will purchase insurance or not. After contract, moral hazard, whether you will behave normally or whether you will behave recklessly. But what is the problem in this case? If you have moral hazard,
So just one thing, like,
yeah.
But then again, like, if we talk about the gains from trade, so like, if we don't buy the money, if we don't pay the premium, and if we don't buy the policy at all, then in that case we are saving money, right? So if we are buying and we are paying the premium and then we are falling sick, we then don't have to like pay for I mean the insurance company is covering it up, but then we have to pay premiums for that, right? Previously, so our
Yeah.
money is going anyway. So if we don't buy the thing at all, so in this case, if we do make the correct adverse selection choice, then in that case we are gaining more than what we gain in case of like any moral hazard choice, right?
See, that 10% that I told you is an average, right?
No, I'm talking about every person here,
Yeah,
right? Like,
yeah.
so if
So if I'm coming to you, what you should do? See, that 10% means that if I take a large population in every year,
yeah,
10% is going to fall ill. Now, when I'm talking about you, you can be within this 10% or you can be outside. You don't know. It's totally random. Secondly, it doesn't mean that in every 10 years, you're going to fall ill once. You can
right.
fall ill twice, thrice, right? That is also possible.
Right.
So you don't know what will be your medical costs, right? So if you don't know, this part is uncertain, and let us suppose that you have the premium is much lower. Suppose it is just 1,000 per year. So you're paying 10,000 every year. In 10 years, you're paying 10,000.
Right.
See, even in 10 years, you may not fall ill. So in that case, you lose your money. But
Right.
it is also possible you fall ill once. In that case, you break even. You can fall ill twice.
Right.
You make a profit.
Right. 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 Right.
So for the
Right.
insurance company,
Yeah.
their advantage is that if you fall ill twice,
Mm.
it may be that someone else doesn't fall ill at all.
Right.
They are actually pulling people. So they are
Right.
gaining on the law of average. But in your case, because you are a single person, the law of average
Mm.
will not work.
Right. Also, what is their profit? Mane,
If you want, you can
insurance
include
company.
profit. You can say that they have you can put in a monetary amount or you can put in a percentage. So suppose you put in a monetary amount, it will be
Mm.
something, the equation will be this. Income plus equal to profit plus expense. And you solve it for
Right.
P.
Okay. 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 Got
So
it.
that will just complicate matters. That's why I
No, no, I
didn't
was
include.
just curious.
Yeah. Okay. So actually, there's a very true story. If you don't believe me, you can check it up in Salvatore's Microeconomics. In fact, I once gave it as in an exam. In a US town, a company went and sold a lot of medical insurance. Then what followed was a spate of accidents, accident after accident. The insurance company noted that it was only the policyholders who were having the accident. One. Second point, the accident was witnessed by another person. That person was also a policyholder. Okay. Two. The third point, let us call them A and B. So A had the accident, B was the witness. Then after some time, B, who was the witness, had the accident and A witnessed and said, no, it was not deliberate. It was really an accident. And point four, in all the accidents, the injury was minor. And secondly, it was something like that. Suppose a person had an extra finger. So the knife fell on top of the finger and that extra finger had to be amputated, something like those. So it was not a serious accident. It was in fact to the benefit of the person who suffered the accident. So can you understand what is going on?
Right.
See, all these people realized that if I just go for treatment, I have to pay the cost. So they purchase the health insurance and they deliberately stage the accident.
Oh wow, this is fun.
It's not fun, but you're cheating the company.
No, but isn't it a little stupid to get into an accident to
No,
cheat the
that's the
company?
point. It's a very minor accident.
না মানে যদি এখন আমার ইন্স্যুরেন্স থাকে আমি ইচ্ছা করেই বাজারে গিয়ে করেন মানে কোভিড নিয়ে চলে
হ্যাঁ।
আসতেই পারি আমার ইন্স্যুরেন্স আমাকে
Yeah. So you
মানে
can
টাকা দেওয়া ছাড়াও তো there are certain other repercussions to that.
মানে হ্যাঁ health hazards ও তো থাকবে।
see if it is serious, then you will not take the hazard. But if it is minor, in that case, it's you can take the risk. But in that village, in that town, it was noted all the accidents were minor. কোনোটাই কিন্তু serious নয়। মানে পুরো আঙুল কেটে বাদ যাচ্ছে, হাত কেটে বাদ যাচ্ছে, সেরকম কিছু নয়। মানে হয়তো আঙুলের ওপর একটা তিল আছে, সেই তিলটার ওপর ছুরিটা পড়ছে, এরকম আর কি। ভেরি মাইনর অ্যাক্সিডেন্ট উইদাউট এনি, নট ইভেন লং টার্ম, উইদাউট ইভেন শর্ট টার্ম ইমপ্লিকেশন, এত মাইনর। আর আমার উইটনেসটা কে? তুমি। 2 সপ্তাহ পরে তোমার যখন অ্যাক্সিডেন্ট হচ্ছে, তোমার উইটনেসটা কে? আমি হচ্ছি। সো ইউ ক্যান আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড দ্যাট এভরিথিং ইজ বেসিক্যালি স্টেজড। দুজন মিলে আমরা ঠিক করে নিয়েছিলাম এইভাবে করব, we stage the accident and claim the money. Okay, now
স্যার একটা কথা বলছি যে সিরিয়াস না হলে পয়সা দেবে কেন ইন্স্যুরেন্স কোম্পানি?
না, নিয়মটা হচ্ছে তুমি যদি হসপিটালে ভর্তি হও, ঠিক আছে, they will have to pay you unless they can prove that it was deliberate. এবার deliberate নয়, সেটা তো তোমার ক্ষেত্রে আমি সাক্ষী দিচ্ছি,
ঠিক আছে।
আমার ক্ষেত্রে তুমি সাক্ষী দিচ্ছ। বুঝতে পারছো ব্যাপারটা? ইনফ্যাক্ট ওদের ক্ষেত্রে
Huh?
আরো সাটল ছিল। ওদের ক্ষেত্রে যেটা ছিল, আমার অ্যাক্সিডেন্ট হলো তো, তুমি হচ্ছে উইটনেস, তোমার ক্ষেত্রে বসুন্ধরা হচ্ছে উইটনেস, বসুন্ধরার ক্ষেত্রে আরেকজন হচ্ছে উইটনেস, এইভাবে ঘুরে যাচ্ছে। সো ইট ওয়াজ ইভেন মোর কমপ্লিকেটেড। হ্যাঁ বলো।
Just
The insurance companies pay only the amount that is required for the treatment. They don't pay us in cash.
right, that
Yeah.
was my doubt.
Right. So basically, I'm just playing tricks on the company and wanting them to not make profit. That is my incentive.
Yeah,
সরি,
because আমার তো কোনো gain হচ্ছে না, I'm not getting the cash. It's not
I'm not
like
gaining
I'm getting any
anything.
extra money.
No, what
Yeah,
happened
right.
was,
So whatever I'm
মানে-
getting is going into the treatment.
no, in this case they were gaining in one sense. যেটা ওরা লক্ষ্য করলো, ইন্স্যুরেন্স কোম্পানি অবজার্ভড that suppose you have a mole which you don't like, so you have to get it operated, right? এবার তুমি যদি এমনি অপারেট করো, the insurance company will not allow this. If you just go for the operation, they will say it's not essential. But if you have an accident, then they will allow you to go for the operation.
Okay.
When the trick was, they wanted the operation without incurring the cost. If they had
Okay.
directly gone for the operation, the insurance would have refused the cost. এটাই হচ্ছে trick.
Sir, aren't they gaining in another way as well? Because they have to pay the premium anyway. So if
Yeah, মানে এইভাবে তুমি
they
দেখো,
don't get anything.
তোমার কস্ট অফ ট্রিটমেন্ট হচ্ছে এক্স, বা লেট আস সে কস্ট অফ ট্রিটমেন্ট হচ্ছে 20,000 and you are paying 5,000 premium, so you are saving 15,000. তুমি যদি স্ট্রেট অপারেশনটা করতে, you would not have been reimbursed, you would have to bear 20,000.
But for people who do not have moles or they do not want any operation, but they don't have any incentive to do this.
They did not purchase the insurance, or very few of them purchased it.
Okay.
Okay, so in this case also, what will happen is, if you find that people are making what we call frivolous claims, then if you go back over here, what will happen? The number of claims is going to go up, right? In that case, if the number of claims goes up, the premium will also go up, right? So moral hazard will have a cost. Those who are honest, who will live carefully but suffer an accident or illness, because of a random factor, they will have to pay a higher premium. But if you want to cheat the company in this way, right? What is your gain? If the premium is increased from 5,000 to 10,000, 6,000, still you're gaining because the medical cost is 20,000. In fact, you will be prepared to pay up till 19,000 as premium. তাহলেও তোমার 1,000 gain হচ্ছে। ঠিক আছে? So, whether it is adverse selection or moral hazard, what will happen is the price of the policy, the premium, that is going to shoot up. And those who are honest, the good customers, they will get driven out of the market. In fact, in 2018, there was a lecture by Niloy Bose in presidency. So he looked at the credit market. So actually it's a very well-known market in which he adapted a model by Stiglitz. So the model was, you have two types of borrowers: good borrowers who will repay the money, and bad borrowers who are unlikely to repay the money. So in this case, the problem is the bank cannot distinguish between them. If it could distinguish between them, the banks would say, I will lend only to the good customers. But if they cannot, so the oranges and lemons are mixed, what the bank will do is, they will hike up the interest rate. They will make the terms of the loan very difficult. What do you think will happen in this case? Who will borrow money in that case? The good customers or the bad customers?
স্টোরিটা একবার বলুন একটু। বুঝতে পারিনি।
আচ্ছা, যেটা হচ্ছে যে একটা ব্যাংক আছে, ব্যাংকের কাছে দু ধরনের লোক যাচ্ছে লোন নিতে। এক ধরনের লোক লোনটা নিয়ে ওদের ক্যাপাবিলিটি লোনটা শোধ করে দেওয়া। এবার র্যান্ডম ফ্যাক্টর আছে, সে হয়তো ফেল করলো, কোভিড এলে ফেল করতে পারে, বাট হি হ্যাজ দ্য ক্যাপাবিলিটি অফ ইউজিং দ্য মানি অ্যান্ড রিপেইং দ্য ব্যাংক। আর একটা কাস্টমার আছে, সেও লোন চাইছে, তার কিন্তু ক্যাপাসিটি নেই, হি ইজ ভেরি আনলাইকলি টু রিপে দ্য মানি। ব্যাংক যদি এদেরকে ডিস্টিংগুইশ করতে পারে, তাহলে প্রবলেমটা খুব ইজি, শুধু গুড কাস্টমারদের লোন দেবে, তাই তো, ব্যাড কাস্টমারদের লোন দেবে না। বাট সাপোজ দ্য ব্যাংক ক্যানট মেক দিস ডিস্টিংশন, কে অরেঞ্জ কে লেমন সেটা ব্যাংক বুঝতে পারছে না। তখন ব্যাংক যেটা করতে পারে, টার্মস অফ লোন সেইটাকে আরো শক্ত করে দিতে পারে, ইন্টারেস্ট রেট বাড়িয়ে দিল, পিরিয়ড অফ লোন কমিয়ে দিল। তার ফলে কি হচ্ছে, একমাত্র যারা গুড বরোয়ার তারাই লোনটা নিয়ে শোধ করতে পারবে, যারা ব্যাড বরোয়ার তারা লোন নিয়ে শোধ করতে পারবে না। In that case, what will happen? কারা লোন নেবে সেটা বলো তো, তোমাদের কি মনে হয়?
শোধ করতে না বলে তো ব্যাংক ছেড়ে দেবে না।
ব্যাংক
শোধ যদি না করতে পারে, ব্যাংক তো এমনি এমনি ছেড়ে দেবে না।
হ্যাঁ, that's a very unpleasant aspect. সেই আনপ্লেজেন্টনেসটা বাদ দিয়ে দাও। মানে ধরে কে
So
লোক
money,
পাঠিয়ে
you're
খেলাবে
saying that they can. So you're saying that they can get away without paying
let
the
us
debt.
assume that. Let us assume
তাহলে
that.
স্যার যে
What will happen?
মানে
They
the
cannot
bad
borrow anymore.
customer,
বলো
ব্যাড কাস্টমার ও বড় করে ও ওরকম ভাবে না রিপে করে চলে যাবে, বাট ব্যাপারটা হচ্ছে যে গুড কাস্টমার মেবি that guy, মানে the good customer will have lower funds to borrow from the bank since the bank has not been repaid by the bad customer. তো ওর জন্য the good customer will suffer and ও আর লোন পাবে না, কারণ ব্যাংকের কাছে টাকা নেই লোন দেওয়ার জন্য।
yeah, actually what will happen is মানে গুড কাস্টমারটাকে দেখো টার্মসটাকে যদি আরো ডিফিকাল্ট করে দেওয়া হয়, under normal circumstances he can repay the money, but because of a random factor it is also possible that his business can fail. ঠিক আছে? So borrowing becomes more risky for the good customer. ঠিক আছে? But for the bad customer, মানে ও তো ধরেই নিচ্ছে যে আমি লোনটা ফেরত দেব না, তাহলে টার্মস গুলো কি? That is not important to him. So if you make the terms stricter, this is going to drive away, as you have correctly said, the good customers, but the bad customers will remain. So any attempt at credit rationing, if there's asymmetric information, will result in the good customers, good borrowers being driven out of the market. The bad customers will remain behind, and ultimately the banks will go fail. এটাই হয়ে যাচ্ছে মজাটা। So if you have information
Just like
asymmetry,
Jamalia.
but, yeah, something like that. So in each case, what we are seeing is the volume of trade is shrinking, and second, it is the bad customers or bad producers or bad products which will start to dominate the market. And ultimately, only the bad consumers or bad suppliers will remain in the market. Okay. Okay, so I'll log off at this point. Now, let me give this slide, I'll come back. Now, one possible solution is that sellers of good quality can signal the quality. How can they signal? They can offer guarantees or a warranty. So you can see, if you go to Chandni, for instance, and well, just before the lockdown, I brought this computer, this earphones for the computer, and they offered me two products. In one case, they said it was higher priced, and they said that if you bring back this commodity within 1 year, we will replace it. So that implies that they're sure that this commodity is of a good quality and should not require replacement. So this is a signal that it is a good commodity. So you can have such signals in the labor market also. So I'll come to that in the next session. I'll log out now and come back.